an outlet mall. There's Leo. Leo, say hi. Trying to do stories with strangers today because I haven't done it in a while, and I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to. It's just hard. It is hard to get people to say yes. But trying to get a few, specifically trying to get people, hear people talk about their mental health if they're willing to, and let you guys hear about that. And so we've actually already done one. So trying to get a few more, hoping the rain continues to hold off. You can keep hearing thunder in the background. There's a fountain behind me also, if you guys hear that. So yeah, we're just trying to get some more interviews, and then we're gonna call it a day and then show you guys the video. I was just sitting down editing this video and working on this video, and I thought I should probably give a little bit of explanation before I show it to you guys. And so I just wanted to get on here really quick and let you guys know a little bit about the two people who did sit and give me interviews. So I was probably at this outlet mall with my kids for a good 4 to 5 hours, just having lots of conversations with strangers. So I was able to get 2 videos. The first one you're gonna see is Doug, and he was really, really nice. He had 2 of his friends, and I loved that right away his other friends were like, nah, that's not for me. But he was still like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. And I really just appreciated that about him, that he still was willing to talk to me about his mental health. So both of these stories you're gonna see are about mental health. And what I really hope that you take away from Doug's story is just about how connection matters. And for him particularly, he noticed that his mental health really declined when he was in isolation. And I think that's true for myself, I know, and I think for a lot of people. And then keep watching, because after Doug's story, you're gonna meet Francis. And I was so happy. It was like the perfect way to end that day. I had started to get frustrated because everybody I had been talking to was telling me they didn't have anything to say, to share with me. And I was about to leave with my kids when I saw Francis and his friend walk up. I just had a feeling in my gut right away when I saw them that they would talk to me and that they would give me an interview. And as you'll see, he did give me an interview. His friend that was with him was so sweet. I wish you guys could meet her. I had such a good conversation with her off camera about her own mental health. And they were just both the kindest people. They were so open, and it was just, honestly, it was my pleasure to be able to get to know them and to spend some time with them. And so you're gonna hear Francis talking about his struggles with schizophrenia, bipolar depressive, and how he is not, I wouldn't say he feels like he's 100% over it, but he's doing a lot better, if that's even something that you can even be 100% over, you know, but he is doing a lot better. And so you'll hear him talk about how he got there and what helped him, what worked for him, and just hear a little bit of our conversation. And so I hope you guys enjoy these videos. If you guys enjoy this video, if you guys enjoy listening to me talk to strangers about things, let me know in the comments if you like this video. Let me know in the comments if there are certain topics you'd like to hear me cover in the future, like you want me to go talk to strangers about whatever. Let me know in the comments what you would like to hear, and I will try and do a video on that for you guys. And then also, I think the next video I'm going to be posting is going to be with my parents, and it's going to be their perspective on having a child who had mental health problems throughout my whole childhood, especially with selective mutism. So if you have any questions that you'd like to ask them, let me know in the comments below, or send me a message on Instagram, send me a DM, or on Facebook. All my links are down in the description. You can contact me in any of those platforms. Just let me know, hey, this is a question for your parents, something you'd like to hear from them about their perspective of having a child that dealt with that and what it was like. And I will have that video up for you guys next week, hopefully, to watch. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that if you're somebody who struggles with your mental health, that this really helps you to know that you're not alone. And I know it can be such a dark place and you feel like maybe you tried a few ways and nothing worked. Well, that's just because those ways weren't for you, but that doesn't mean that nothing's gonna work. So don't give up. Hey guys, so this is Doug, and he's gonna share a little bit of his story with his mental health.
So when I was younger, in middle school and high school, I had a lot of problems with not having any friends. Up in Tennessee, I moved from Florida, so I didn't have any siblings to really relate to or to hang out with. So it was a little hard to make a few friends at starting, but after a while, I just started making more and more friends each day, and it happened the same way when I moved back down here to Florida. But I'm not really that hard. It's not hard for me to make friends, but I'm kind of like a person where if I don't really have anyone to like hang out with or like to be friends with, I get really kind of in my own world, and I kind of get really clammed and I guess shielded away from everything else. So
Yeah.
But whenever I was younger, I made a lot of friends, but I never really got to hang out with them very much because I didn't really have any way to hang out with them.
Yeah.
So.
So would you say that community or like having a group base is really what has helped you?
I can say yes and no. Obviously yes, because like it's a way to get out there and get into different friend groups and such. But it doesn't have to be the way to do it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's other options that can help you out if you don't want to like get onto a group. But.
Yeah, that's true. Like it's hard for some people to be social.
Right.
Yeah. I had selective mutism. Do you know what that is? It basically means that you have severe anxiety to the point of being like a phobia of talking to people.
I kind of had that if I'm meeting new people that I don't know, but at the same time, like I usually have a friend there to like kind of bridge us to talk or something like that in that nature.
Yeah, that's cool. So do you have anything that you would maybe, I think that mental health like declining and being like really bad in society now is like, it just impacts a lot of people and we don't really talk about it. So if there's anything you could tell somebody who's maybe struggling with the things that you did, like any bit of advice?
I've had like a lot of friends online that have the same kind of deal, and I mean, when I talk to them about it, I'm not really sure how to approach the question. But most of the time, whenever somebody has like an anxiety attack or like a phobia of just like interacting with people, I guess the best bet is to find one of those people that you know before this, like the new person, like you find one that you already know, like a sibling or another friend that you do know like really well, and go out with them and try to both of you like branch out to different people or like play a game like what we're doing and get out there and like connect with different people, and you may hit it off, you may not. It's all about making friends.
Yeah, cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, you guys, so this is Francis, and he's going to share a little bit about his mental health. And you can just get into it. Share whatever you want.
So I am 18 years old. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. But what I suffer from is schizophrenia and bipolar depression. And a little bit of past, it started when I was actually 14. And the first time I ever heard one of my voices, it literally scared the crap out of me because everything was changing so rapidly and everything like that. And it was actually very scary of a change. After a year, I finally got myself help. And this is a big problem that parents don't know the signs of seeing their kid becoming depressed or anything like that.
Yeah.
So my parents did not say anything until I actually came out, and it's very good for people to come out and speak up.
Yeah.
That's why I really want people to do. I haven't seen any depression commercials about seeing the signs or if you need help, speak up.
Yeah.
And it's sad.
It is.
So when I was suffering from schizophrenia and bipolar depression, I had a lot of suicidal thoughts, very homicidal thoughts, and it was a daily basis sort of thing. I heard many voices, and I seen a lot of things. Very demonic type of stuff, and it's very scary. I'm glad I got myself help. I've been since 15. I've had myself on medication. I have myself a regular doctor and everything. But what I mainly just gotta say is, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yeah, amen. And then I don't know, I think as far as for my own self, like community and having people around me who just love me, you know, regardless of what I was going through, made a huge impact in me and just overcoming.
Very supportive families really do help.
Yeah. And
If they can try to understand what you're going through, they can help.
yeah. So would you say your main advice for somebody would just be speaking out and getting help? And
You know, I know the hospital scene, the mental facility hospital scene, is not really anybody's ideal place to be for a weekend or so, but they're there to help. And if you're ever feeling somewhat suicidal or homicidal, get yourself some help.
Yeah, thank you.
And I've been there a lot. I remember my first time being there. It was pretty scary. You know, I was like, I wanted to get out, but you know, I was there for help. I was there to get myself some help, and that was the first time I came out. And that was a day that I told the therapist of what was happening, and they admitted me. And from there, it's been really good. I've been getting better with my mental health. I can say I haven't had a suicidal or depressed thought.
That's good.
Well, not depressed thought, suicidal thought. You know, everybody gets down, but
yeah,
I've had a suicidal thought within 8 months.
that's good.
And I know maybe we're off testing out medications and whatnot, but there will be that one that can help you. And I'm glad that I found mine that has taken all those thoughts away out of my mind. Not taken them out, but you know, it's really cleared my
It's
mind.
helped a lot, yeah. I think something that's important for us to remember when it comes to mental health is there's not necessarily a one fits all for everybody. I think sometimes, you know, we get all these people with mental health issues get pushed into this lump together, and you know, I think it's going to be different things that accomplish. Some people can just start eating healthier and it really works wonders for them, you know. Some people, they just need the right support group and community. Other people, medication.
My outlet was really music. I do take medication, but my outlet was music.
Yeah.
I play guitar. I played in a band for a little bit, and that really, it's really with these types of things is like anxiety. You really need to take your mind off of it.
Yeah.
It's, yeah,
Get your mind in
a different state.
a more positive place. Yeah.
And that's what helps with any type of mental health issue. You really
Yeah, it
need
really
to put
does.
yourself, you need to get yourself in a positive, more place.
Yeah. It's hard because you really have to be dedicated. Like, I almost think of it the same as, like, you know, people who have an addiction, where like if you're gonna overcome that addiction, you have to be like committed. You have to be like, I'm gonna do this every minute of every day until you feel like you're above it, like you're above water, you're not sinking anymore.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, thank you, Francis. I appreciate your time. And can you just say stand aglow wherever you go?
Stand aglow wherever you go.